round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
He got the win last week, and we all know how infrequently rookie quarterbacks win in the playoffs. So by now, it feels like old hat to him. But maybe not old hat, but you've got to believe he'll be looser, calmer going into this one. He already knows what it takes to lead a team to victory in the playoffs.
They start the drive with Vaughn. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brings up second and 5. Ready.
Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild-card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Damone Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Taking it about the 36. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deuce Vaughn punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. In motion left goes Smith. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, it's Devontae Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Here's Hurts to throw, and this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Well, Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Back to throw here. And that's complete to Cooks. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
With the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, 30 yards. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Point after up and good. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Give that sack to the Kobe Dean. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Hurts on the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 65 yards.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the 1st quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This one swung out to Vaughn. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Hurts throw taken in by Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Devontae Smith, 54 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Eagles 14.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He's up near 100 yards now here in the 2nd quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. And it's a 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
From the gun, he'll hand this up. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Devontae Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now there's Cooks in motion right. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Hey, check that. Street. Timberwolves. Go!
2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st down, Hurts. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The kick by Elliott is good, and with it, they have taken the lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll toss this out right for Vaughn.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Hurts. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. Ooh, with a juke. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a throw here to his running back. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. He'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Finding Walker complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Throwing is Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Now the try here for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that one too wide and incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Giants. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Osa Odighizuwa in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they're looking third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. From the 33, here's second down and a yard. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk to the 45. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Cooks full extension, it's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some same yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This throw left side is caught by Toby.
But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Eagles.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 31-yard line.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeForest Buckner drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Bronco leading.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one swung out to Vaughn. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And Cooks hands it over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
On first down, Hurts. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And now here come the Cowboys. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. From the gun, Sermon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now we'll hook up downfield on second down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Hey, smash Bronco! Let's go! Right now, boys. Right there,
Again, it's Sermon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got
touchdown, Cowboys! Trey Sermon, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th-quarter lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch, and it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And he is going to lose yardage here. No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. 3rd and 20. Back to throw here. And fights him off. And this is going to be incomplete.
that incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll start by running the option to the right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Sermon. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Okay, great.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert with his his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all...
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.